everyone, this is Dory. I'm a teacher of English and today I'm going to show you the strategy and plan you need to follow in order to write a letter in IELTS General Task 1. Okay, first of all, let's take a task as an example.
Okay, let's read our task. You have seen an advertisement in the newspaper for a job working as a receptionist in a big hotel during the summer season. You decide to apply for the job. Write a letter to the manager of the hotel. In your letter, introduce yourself. Explain what former experience and skills you have in relation to the position. Explain why you're interested in the job. Write at least 150 words. You do not need to write any addresses. Okay, this is your task. It is obviously a formal letter. Firstly, you have to begin your letter with dear. If you don't know the person's name you're writing to, then you will write dear sir or madam, like here. After that, things are pretty simple. You don't need to feel anxious or confused about this task. Simply, you will use one paragraph for each of these points over here. So, one paragraph for this one second paragraph for this one, and one last paragraph for your third point. So, let's read our first point again. Introduce yourself. So in your first paragraph you will introduce yourself, and of course you will state the reason of your writing this letter. Okay, so let's see. Dear Sir, Madam, I'm writing to apply for the receptionist's summer job in your hotel, which was recently advertised in the newspaper. So as you can see, you immediately state the reason of your writing this letter. Moving on, I am 23 years old and I have graduated from the West London College, where I have studied hotel and tourism management. And now you actually introduce yourself, all right? As you can see, you will have to make some things up, but it won't be difficult. Just use the information you're given and your imagination. The important thing is your grammar. Also notice that I didn't use contractions. I used I am writing instead of I'm. I am 23 years old instead of I'm again. And I have studied, I have graduated instead of I've studied, I've graduated. Okay? Also, since this is a formal letter, please, as a whole, prefer the passive voice. For example, which was recently advertised. Okay? Now, accordingly, you will write one paragraph for the second point. Let's read it. Explain what former experience and skills you have in relation to the position. So you will talk about your former experience and skills. And then your last paragraph is going to be about the third point. Explain why you're interested in the job. Lastly, you're going to close your letter with this phrase over here. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Please note that this is a standard expression. We'll learn it as is. So don't be confused by the fact that there is an ing here after to. All right? This is how it goes. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Yours faithfully. And then your name and surname, your name and last name. You should put both. Please note that when you know the person's name that you're writing to, it is not, for example, dear Sir, Madam, you know the name, it is, let's just say, dear Mr. Jones, then you will end your letter with yours sincerely instead of yours faithfully. And, of course, your name. But if you do not know the name, you will write, as we've seen, dear Sir, Madam, and yours faithfully and your name. Both your name and your surname.
Okay, that's it. Now you just need to improve your grammar, syntax, vocabulary, and please, your spelling. If you want to read the rest of the letter, you can do it here in this link.